just let me dive right into this. I need to do this quickly because I have to go to bed. I have to get up tomorrow and shuttle some popo around in San Francisco. But anyway, first and foremost, Jimmy Lewis, HOA drama, uh, part, let me say about 100 emails. So I'm gonna say in context as an email. He say over 100 emails. So you know, could be, could be not. But this would be YouTube type email 101. So s- so totally off the subject from my financial drama with my HOA, the Ranch Homeowners Association in Fairfield, California, that I'm currently I think they believe that they're in control of the situation, but I'm just been playing possum on them. But anyway, so this thing comes up about this community garden, okay, and I've been hearing about it. Um, for me, uh, I can actually care less about it, but I'm gonna be a butthole, and I don't want it. I don't want it under any circumstances. So, that's my right as a dues paying homeowner. Okay. But however, there are other homeowners that have expressed to me specifically that they do not want it. And the reason why they do not want it is because this HOA board, and they all live down on most of them pass so down there on the Sierra Court up here in Fairfield. Then a couple of them live right down the way on Mountain Meadow. So they've always been this little close knit group that has always wanted to run the HOA. And I'm gonna jump real quick to June or 2021 that where in it's in the minutes. It's in the minutes. I got a YouTube out that will prove it because I requested all these docs early on. See, had they known what I was doing, putting all this illegal stuff together that they was doing, then they would have not gave me that docs long ago. But then they gave me all the stuff, and it was a little bit too late. So anyway, um, so on this community garden, uh, this newsletter here that you see, uh, just came out about a week ago. Now today's the January 28th, 2023, and in here, if you read this, okay, they just kind of sent out about a week ago, but also within here is that they talk about getting the 2023 budget. Let me see here. Let me bring this up. I'm not gonna read it. Uh, but in here they talk about the 2023 budget coming and which should have been given last year, not until January of 2023, that where you can fudge the numbers and do whatever you want, um, or change it, even though that if a couple people got it, they haven't mailed that out to the whole homeowner membership is which is well over 500 homes. So, and then they're talking about the CCNRs, which is the number fourth draft that, and it says it right up in there about, we need 66% of the vote for the CCNRs. And so I kind of addressed this community garden and as well as like right here, like you see here, it says CCR Davis up on us, and they said we need 66% of the vote in order to make the spacey. Somebody, some editor don't know what the hell they're doing. Space necessary changes. We will have to send the ballots out multiple times until we have enough votes in which we can space costly space to space all homeowners. This is, let's see. I'm not gonna lie. I know that I can get on some people's nerves, but this is my right as a homeowner. As long as I'm not threatening anybody, um, uh, I could do and ask as much as I want based on this. Homeowners Association, nonprofit mutual benefit corporations. All these emails and requests that I can do, I'm covered under the law of California. But anyway, let me jump back over here. Uh, and so, um, and so, but they forget that we have an election that's supposed to be going on. So, uh, you can't get 66% on the election that they stole. I'll be like Trump. They stole the election in 2021 because they said they had an election, but there's no evidence of ballots. And based on uh, this section right here, that I've been sending tons of emails about, the accounting books and records and minutes of proceedings of members and board and committees of the board shall be opened up for inspection up on the written demand on the corporation of any member at any reasonable time. Okay, so this right here has given me the right to inspect the ballots that were sent out to all the 300 plus homeowners here at the ranch in Fairfield, California. I've been asking for this for over a year, and they said that they don't have it. They can only hope it for a year. I got the emails for that, but anyway. So let me pop back over here. Um. So so they're gonna wind up sending the updated drafts and all this stuff is in your mailbox now. No, it's not. No, it's not. I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten it. And I'm talked to a few other homeowners and they haven't gotten it yet. And today is January 28th, 2023. So, moving on. So I do this post here next door. I did it yesterday. And I well, I'll let my narrator tell you.
The Ranch Community Garden has not been voted on or approved as of yet by all homeowners. Many of you have contacted me to express your concerns about the unhurt ranch residents who have not approved such a community garden without a vote of all homeowners. Based on this last-minute mailed-out monthly newsletter, it appears that certain homeowner families have taken it upon themselves to start building a communal garden without a full vote of all the homeowners at the ranch in violation of California corporate law that should be considered good business. The fact that this newsletter implies that they are ready to break ground and are searching for assistance in working on it indicates that they have bypassed the regular procedures in these homeowner voting affairs here at the ranch. As we continue to read this newsletter, we have yet to see what the 2023 financial budget will be as we enter February, as well as the fourth or fifth draft of the proposed CCNRs that require 66% of the vote to be finalized, as they claim should have been mailed out from that September 2022 town hall meeting at Denny's. This gets me to the question of how they intend to receive 66% of the vote approving the community garden when they can't obtain it for elections and CCNR. I, for one, am against the community garden in its entirety.
Yep.
The most recent estimate is $40,000, which still needs to be approved by homeowners.
40K.
I was also informed that the board of directors is having someone write a financial grant on behalf of all of the ranch's homeowners, which has not been approved by any resident as well. As a ranch homeowner, I strongly oppose any grant being written in money gotten on my behalf that will vote no. on receiving whatever valid for this grant is. As a side note, many of you have contacted me about several of these difficulties. Some are outside of the ranch, and on those I will provide you with the information you require to deal with your HOA. If you take the time to read the laws I offer you, it is pretty simple. You don't need an attorney, and you can do it yourself.
But right here, but if you do it yourself and you fight them, the HOA may call your job in an attempt to stop you. Okay? They will call your job and stop you. So, so that's what I wrote. Okay? And so, I got a real angry response. And that was from, hold on, I'm trying to get something here that I lost. From the secretary of the board, Jim Long of the Ranch Homeowners Association. Now, first and foremost, okay, I'm a homeowner. He represents me here at the ranch, okay? And he wants to jump on to my post when they didn't call the San Francisco Police Department internal affairs on me, saying that I'm threatening and harassing them. Now, I made sure I didn't respond verbally. But so he jumps on here and let me find mine. You know, see how technical I can be. Go on, Mr. Long.
The ranch community garden has not been voted on or approved as of yet by all homeowners.
Oh, my bad. That's what you call it, tech. That was me. Wrong button.
Jim Long, Mountain
Yes.
Meadows. Just to let you know, I will be composing an email to all ranch homeowners detailing this whole mess, starting with you
Compose
acting
it.
as James Lewis
Do it.
Surveillance, the butthurt contractor that lost his contract, to all of the sudden becoming Jimmy Lewis, the homeowner that all of...
Wait, hold on. Did y'all hear that? Let's hear that one more time.
Jim Long, Mountain Meadows. Just to let you know, I will be composing an email to all ranch homeowners detailing this whole mess, starting with you acting as James Lewis Surveillance, the butthurt contractor.
The butt hurt contractor. All right. The butt hurt right here. Now, this is the secretary of the board of the Ranch Homeowners Association saying that I'm butt hurt. My booty don't hurt. How would you know if my booty hurt, Mr. Long? You want my booty, don't you? You want my booty. You can't have this black booty. But anyway.
That lost his contract, to all of the sudden becoming Jimmy Lewis, the homeowner that all of the sudden after his company lost its contract believes now that they are embezzling and misappropriating funds, among other things. Then James Lewis, the retired San Francisco cop, is now going to start putting a criminal case together against the board of directors.
Okay. James Lewis, the retired San Francisco cop, is putting together a felony case. Well, I'm putting together a felony complaint, which I will make my case. So that is fine, but it has nothing to do with me being a retired cop. I could investigate, look into anything that pertains to me or anything as to the financial state of what I put money into that I have an invested interest in. And if I think that there's criminal activity, then I can do as I please. So anyway, let's move on.
So we have three things here that all link back to you, and that is why it has continued. Because simply put, James Lewis Surveillance got butthurt because he...
Butthurt. Again. Butthurt. He shows talking about my butt. Now, I'm gonna tell you, first and foremost, I have a lot of homosexual and lesbian friends. They'll tell you they come out, and they will also tell you that I'm a straight heterosexual. I have nothing. I love my gay, lesbian folks. They know I do. But he's keep on talking about my butt. That's all I'm gonna say.
He lost his contract, otherwise, we would not even be having all this crap happen. You know that you have sent around 100 harassing, intimidating, and threatening emails. I am so done with all your empty accusations, and I will take a vote to allow anyone in the ranch to read the horrible emails you have been sending. By the way, while in your quest to supposedly put together a case, your emails have pretty much dug you in deep with at least 2 felonies. You, being a retired cop with all your investigative skills, should know exactly what I am talking about. But I will put money on it that you are more familiar with civil and municipal code rather than the actual law. You should have gone and had a beer and nachos when I asked you to, and we may have been able to end all this madness.
Did you hear that? Or did you read that? Okay, that's right here. Did you read that? We could have had a beer and some nachos after a year. And then he wants to say that I might be more familiar with the civil, uh, civil laws and business law, which is kind of funny because we have a HOA business law lawyer who apparently I've been beating the hell out of with the law. And so therefore they have to run to San Francisco Police Department Internal Affairs and tell them that I've been acting like a police officer investigating them for the crime of which they're trying to hide. This is nothing but a bunch of crooks running to the police, wanting the police to do something to the victim, stop the victim from investigating, digging, hunting for their criminal deeds. And I've said it once, twice, that will never happen. This is a civil matter. They keep forgetting they already took me to civil court here in Fairfield. I can bring up the court thing. 8 months. They lied on me on a TRO. They had me I can carry a concealed weapon for 8 months. I could have dealt with these fools and got an attorney. Even Lita was saying, why'd you get an attorney? My neighbor, no, no, no. I'm going to play possum on these fools and let them damage me. So they damaged me for 8 months. I beat their ass in court, civil court. The judge threw it out, and they all look like Boo Boo the Fool. So now they're running the SFPD and hoping that SFPD will be their saviors. I keep telling them that I haven't done nothing to violate the law. They're going to wind up seeing that this was a civil matter and says, you came here again and lied. They lied and did four false police reports on me with the Fairfield Police Department. They investigated those. Here I is. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. All right. So they're making their final attempt. So but here's the kicker. Okay, here's the kicker. All right. So you heard what the Jim Long said, right? It- that I should have gone and had a beer and nachos when I asked you to, and we may have been able to end this madness. Well, before I address this, notice one thing, okay? I said that it was told to me that it cost $40,000. What was the first draft? A couple of homers. He did not deny any of that in here. The second thing that I had basically said was that about getting the vote from the homeowners. He has not denied anything except putting in that I've been accusing them of embezzling. And then he says that I'm a butthole. My butthole is hurting. And I'm trying to saying that the board is embezzling money, but he puts it in a terminology like he's not involved. At one point, I think he was part of the treasurer. Okay, um, that will be yet that will yet remain to be seen. But anyway, so he's talking about beer and nachos. So peep this, okay? So New Year's Day, all right, New Year's Day, Sunday. I get this text, and you see it right here on my phone, January 1. All right, January 1, 2023, 6:04 p.m. Um, was the Niners beating the Raiders about the time. I don't want to say that too loud. I might have some of my Raider fans. They're gonna say, "Why you want to bring that our stuff into this bullshit?" Well, so I see this text and I look, and so I basically almost said something, something, something. But basically, why in the hell are you texting me? You and I need to sit down on New Year's Day. Oh, you want to start out with the New Year's resolution? I'm gonna reconcile with Jimmy Lewis. All right. Okay. Nah. So I thought about it, and so you see 6:04 there. I responded at 7:34 the next day. I waited. I had to sleep on it, think about it. And so I put, normally at this point, I would say no based on the past year. However, I am going to go out on a limb and say that the attorney contacting SFPDIA was not part of your doing. Okay. And so you affirm that, then we can talk. Just so you know, I am not even worried as to that's a major problem. Uh, I'm not even worried as that's a major personal liability problem for the HOA and Erica Byrne. I think I miswrote that, but it don't matter. I am also going to assume this is a conversation away from the board. Affirmation of all that, then yes. And basically I'm saying, yes, we can meet. But I'm going to tell you right up, I was playing possum again. I was letting him think I was Boo Boo the Fool. All right. So, regardless, on my side, I will be telling a few people so there are no surprises on my side. And what I meant by that was that if I meet with you, I'm already telling the other neighbors because I want them to know. I'm telling my girlfriend, I'm telling SFPDIA, all that. Okay. So he responds, nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble. I wonder if he was drunk. I don't even know if he's drunk, but I'm just saying he's drunk. So anyway, nobody knows I contacted you to want to talk. So he's contacting me. He's not talking to any of the other board members. He's not talking to the property manager, and he's not talking to the attorney that's representing him and representing me. And just so you guys know, I pay for the attorney that's making a complaint against me. She's stupid on that one because it's just kind of like after all this is all over, I'm doing a bar complaint on her. I'm your client. I pay into your legal fees. You listening to these fools, okay? Um, and apparently she don't know business law. That's a conflict. So anyway, so you just let me know where and when. In when, but he meant when. And we can sit down. All right. So that's 7:34. So I see it. I'm like, okay, I got shit going around inside my mind. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how I'm not gonna even meet this fool. Okay, what do you think? After a whole year, I said, y'all didn't try to get me arrested 4 times. Took me to civil court for 8 months. Took my gun, and then you want to sit down? and have some nachos and beer? Uh, please. All right. So anyway, so I go like, all right, I will let you know. I am willing. And so then I go like, well, for your information, Tracy, uh, the vice president, she tried to connect to me on Facebook. I ignored her. I mean, not Facebook, next door, and I didn't even accept it. So he goes, all good. And then I remember him working for something somewhere for Tesla or something. I thought he said San Francisco, so I go, "Don't you work in San Francisco? I am working there this week." And so he goes, "No, I drive a truck, but go there often." So I go like, "Let me check my schedule and see if it crosses paths." Okay. Uh, I'm not. I wasn't even entertaining meeting him. I'm just dragging him on, letting him think I'm gonna meet him. Okay. So he goes back. I should be home by 1:30 today. If you want to meet somewhere after that. Oh, that just sounds so pleasant, don't it, folks? Oh, I'll be home. Okay. So I go like I just left San Fran and won't be able to meet today. I was here at home, laying on the couch but by that time, and this is January 3rd, because I dragged that out from the first to so see you see here at the top, January 1st, and then January 3rd. All right. So so it go all good. Uh, be there, and so then I goes, okay, no worries. I'm normally home pretty early, or him rather. So, and I even talked to SFPD, but I go like this. FYI, I was advised to wait until SFPD investigation over since you are listed as a victim. They will want to reach out to you for a statement. Just so you know, they are up to speed on everything and no issues on my part as I followed all the laws. There are no departmental policies, uh, investigative resources, which I have not violated from day one. I missed that part. But I hadn't even been notified. I'm only going off of with them telling me that they were uh, making a complaint against me, So uh, they did not tell me to back off based on this non criminal HOA business. And again, nobody from SFPD had notified me by that time. I was just playing this foolish ass. I'm going to say it just like that. But I will be pulling back to let them do their work, with the exception of me focusing on Erica Byrne bar complaint, which actually pull back for a minute because I want to fully get served with the complaint because I look kind of foolish running to the bar complaint. Yeah, I had her threatening email, which is cool, but I needed proof verification that she actually did it. Okay, she threatened. I got the IA complaint, which I said, that's a piece of gold mine. I posted it. I'm keeping this whole thing transparency. I plastered my IA notification all over the world. Okay, that's how transparent I'm gonna be on this. Some people right at first thought I was like, oh man, you put your shit out there. No, no, no. No, I've been following the law. I just want to make sure that all the homeowners find out what these crazy people have been doing, spending their money on this attorney, trying to get me for a whole year, and they ain't gonna be able to do it. They, they ain't gonna be able to do it. I mean, but and I'm not gonna stop fighting for my rights. I pay my dues into the association. California law again. Let me pop it back over here. Right under here. The Office of the Attorney General says I have these rights as a homeowner. Okay, and so it just kind of like, and then, however, the Attorney General is limited discretionary authority to intervene on behalf of homeowners who are denied certain prescribed rights provided by the California Corporation Law. Before making a complaint to our office, please check the following two conditions are true. All right, and so It's these HOA is set up as a nonprofit mutual benefit corporation. We are, the ranch is. And then your complaint is about one of the violations below. I have several. I'm talking seven. Okay. And then right all up in here that I articulate everywhere from falsification to tampering with association reports and records, failure to keep books and records and minutes, certain ones that they say that they don't have, like the election ballots, the failure to the allow inspection of the books and records, which is going to show that they deleted accounts, took out money, moved in, and created another other accounts and moved money into that without the knowledge of the homeowners. Bam. And then those are going to be translated into criminal either misappropriations of funds, and then it'd also show if it was diverted to where they had access to the money, and that becomes embezzlement. So somebody going to jail. So, um, so let me go back over here. I think I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this anyway. No matter what's left. So he goes here. No worries, and that's understandable. So we will wait to see what happened. All right. Well, the only thing that happened was that I didn't let up on their asses, and then I'm still not gonna let up because I'm gonna be able to follow the law based on these. And as long as I stay within the parameter in the scope of these corporate code violations here, I'm good as gold. The the judge that threw it out basically said the same thing. So with that, folks, I've been going on for about 31 minutes, 30 minutes, but I needed to do this to get this out. So I am going to say good night till I do my next one.